difference table of a polynomial. So this is one of the topics in mathematics, branch of mathematics known as numerical method. So this difference table, we use it to check whether a particular equation is correct. Because normally, how to form this table? In mathematics, you will not just come and form table. Normally, how to form a table is, for example, they will give you function of s. They will write something like maybe they will say that this function of s is 2s plus 3. So if you want to form a table now, what you do is say when s is, let's say 0, any place you see s here, you put 0. So this function of s is the same thing as saying 1. So if you want to form your table now, you may have s and have y. So from this function we have here now, we can just have 0, for example, 1, 2. Then what you do when s is 0, any place you see s here, put 0. So it will give you that function of s, when function of this function, when the value of s is 0, will be 2 times 0 plus 3, which will give you 3. So if you come, you write 3. The same thing now say when s is 1, any place you see s here, put what? 1. It will give you that y at that point will be 2 into 1 plus 3. So you have that function of 1 will be 2 plus 3, which is 5. So if you come here, write 5. Like you say when s is what? 2. You will have, you come back here, any place you see s, put what? 2. It will give you 2 into 2 plus 3, which is 4 plus 3. You have what? 7. So this is how to form table. Now, when you are given table in question, like this question now, and you don't know how they form this table, so we use this topic to check whether this table is correct. Like the question says, the following table gives pair of values for s and y. So these are the values of s, these are the values of y. So that y represents our function of s. Then I say, show that it is polynomial. Polynomial means when you have expression and the highest power of the unknown, which is s, is not greater than 1. Like when you have 2, 3, 4, 5. When you have 2, you call it quadratic. When you have 3, it is cubic equation. So they now say that show, meaning that they are telling you that this table, they obtain it from a particular function, but that function is hidden. And after that, you now find the equation of that polynomial. So this topic will help you to know how to do that. Then how do we know that a table is correct? How to know is simple. When you draw the difference table, which I'm going to show you now, if the last value is 0, it means that that function is correct. If the last value is not 0, it means it's not correct. So what do you do now? We are going to now draw the difference table. So if you are given this question, if you want to solve it, you write solution. Once you write solution, what do? You will now have your values for s. Then what again? You have that of y. These values they gave you. So because this is numerical method, so what you do, you will write 1, that is for the values of s. But it is advisable you jump one line. You see the reason? You have 2, you jump one line. You have 3, you jump one line. You have 4, you jump one line. You have 5. Then under y, you put those values they gave you. So you put 2 here, put 3, put 6, put 11, put 18. So you now form your difference. So this is a symbol of difference. Although we have 3 symbols of difference, when you see this symbol, in numerical method we call it a forward difference. When you see this symbol, you call it backwards difference. When you see this symbol, you call it central difference. So these are the, but difference means the second value of y minus the first value of y. Like if I want to get my, but you usually use this forward difference, but difference is difference. So we now say, if you want to get the difference now, the first difference of this table, this is the second value of y. So 3 minus 2, it will give you 1. 6 minus 3, it will give you 3. 11 minus 6, it will give you what? It will give you 5. Then 18 minus 11 is going to give us what? 7. So this will be our first difference. So you now get your second difference. This is difference table. So difference, you take difference under value of y. So you start again. You say 2 minus 1, 3 minus 1 will give us 2. 5 minus 3 will give us 2. 7 minus 5 will give us 2. If you check now, if you assume that you want to get your third difference, you discover that everything will be 0. So this minus this will be 0. This minus this will be 0. So this shows that this table is obtained from a complete polynomial. So once the last column give you 0, it means that this table, they obtain it from a particular polynomial. Now, since the one that gave us value is second difference, we can conclude that, because they say show that it is a polynomial, conclude that this is a polynomial of order, second order, of a second order. Order means the power, because the one that gave us value, the highest power there is 2. And when you have polynomial of second order, now we want to now find, they say find the equation. So the next thing is how to find the equation. We have 2 ways of finding it. So finding equation of a polynomial. So we're going to see how to find it. So once you form your difference table, you find that it's correct difference table. Then how can you now make use of this difference table to find the polynomial you don't know? That is that function from which they used to form this table. So what do? Since it is second order, you say that second order of polynomial must take this shape: as squared plus bs plus c is equal to 0. So what do now? You start. So let us, and this 0 represents our. So what you are going to do, you will now say when, you will say when s is 1, for example. Any place you see s here, put what? Put what? 1. So it's going to give you a into 1 squared plus b into 1 plus c will be equal to, you first of all change this to 1 because we are linking it to 1. And from our table, when s is 1, the value of y there is 2. So this will now give us 1 squared is 1 now. This will give us a plus b plus c is equal to 2. We call it equation 1. You also say when s is what? 2. So any place you see s now, put 2. You have that a into 2 squared plus b into 2 plus c will give us what from our table? When s is 2, the value of y there is 3. So you have 4a plus 2b plus c is 3. This becomes your equation 2. What again? When s is equal to what? Is equal to 3. What will happen? You go back here, any place you see s put 3. It's going to give us a into 3 square plus b into 3 plus c will give us what? When s is 3 from our table, we have 6. So what we have now is 9 plus 3 times 3 is 9. 9a plus 3b plus c is what? 6. That will give you equation 3. So what you do? You will solve these equations 1, 2, 3 simultaneously using Cramer's rule. So if you don't know how to solve it using Cramer's rule, what do? Go to our home. You will see where I treated Cramer's rule. So play it. You learn how to solve using Cramer's rule. So but what we are going to now solve equations 1, 2, and 3 simultaneously using Cramer's rule. So when you solve it, meaning see equation 1, you have a plus b plus c is 2. What again? 4a plus 2b plus c is 3. Then you have from equation 3, 9a plus 3b plus c is 6. So when you solve it, so if you play it, you will see how we solved it. So when you solve it, we are going to have the answers you will have, because we have solved it before. So the answers you will have will be, so we expected to have the following answers. So the answers you have will be: A will give you 1, B will give you 2, and C will give you 3. Then after that, what do? You now substitute their values in this equation. So it means 1, you have s squared plus what? 2s plus 3 will now be equal to 0. That will be the what? The polynomial. Or if you don't want to call it equal to 0, you can say your y, that's the function, y is equal to s squared plus 2s plus what? 3. Or you can even say function of s, which is y, is equal to what? S squared plus 2s plus 2. So you can use any of the formats. That is how to get it. Thank you. But if you don't want to use this approach, the next video now will be how to form equation of polynomial using different steps. I will solve the same question, so you can use that method. Thank you.